Welcome back to another trade recap. Today is Friday, March 20th, and today I ended up making around $2,000 across all my accounts. Let me get me the screenshot here. Made around $2,173.40 across all my accounts. Around $1,200 of these dollars was through evals, so made just a little less than $1,000 today across all my real accounts. So want to go through what my bias was coming into today, what I wanted to see, and the trade that I ended up taking. So if we move over to NQ here, coming into market open. Oh, shit. Coming into market open, I was a bearish bias. Now, if we go to the 4-hour, what do we end up doing in the overnight session? We end up coming up, tapping this 4-hour bearish for value gap, and completely selling off, getting below this down close candle, as well as we ended up taking sell side in the overnight session coming into pre-market. So we end up getting below this down close candle, but also we end up taking sell side. So right now I'm leaning bullish and bearish. If we scroll down, we're inside of this 1-hour bearish for value gap at that point in time. Let me actually go into replay mode here. We're in this 1-hour bearish for value gap at this point in time, so I'm leaning bearish. I do not want to try and assume and guess that we are going to run this to the upside. I want to assume that we are going to respect this and what order flow is getting respected, because on the 4-hour time frame and the higher time frame, bearish order flow is getting respected. Scroll down to the 15-minute, not really showing me anything. Scroll down to the 5-minute. Again, we end up taking this internal high on the 5-minute. But coming into market open, what did I want to see? I wanted to see actually an internal high get taken, and for me to target internal liquidity right here just for a little tiny scalp and go on with the rest of my day, right? So let's kind of just roll through at market open what ended up happening and what I ended up doing. So what time are we at right now? We're at 6:59. Let me go through this real quick. So what do we end up doing right before market open? This was literally at 7:28. We end up taking this internal high, exactly what I wanted to see, right? And we have all this generated sell side liquidity below us. Now, on this very candle right here, we did not get the close below the change, but we ended up getting this inverse, right? Oh, and this is pre-market. I never take pre-market trades, rarely ever. I was so hesitant to take this, but I really wanted to take it. If we ended up getting this close below the change, I probably would have taken this. And obviously, as you guys are going to see in a couple seconds, it ended up playing out tremendously. So at market open, we end up selling off, right? Opening up this first presented, as well as this 5-minute bearish for value gap. So this 5-minute bearish for value gap and this first presented for value gap is going to tell me a lot of what price wants to do, right? Are we going to continue to respect bearish order flow, or are we going to show signs of bullish order flow and disrespect this, right? So we end up coming up, tapping the 5-minute, right? We end up tapping the first presented and having an immediate reaction, getting below this down close candle, right? And looking very bearish, respecting this fair value gap bearish. Again, we have sell side resting below down here, right? I want to see that become the main target. Now, we end up having this fair value gap open up right here. This bearish fair value gap, again, just looking to see if we're going to continue to respect bearish order flow. What do we end up doing? We end up tapping this. And I was honestly debating possibly taking this if it got below the down close candle. We ended up not getting below, so another possible miss entry, and then we end up just selling off completely. Again, right? But just from these three inefficiencies, right? We have this 1-minute change, right? We're respecting this 5-minute bearish inefficiency and these 1-minute bearish inefficiencies, as well as the higher time frame 1-hour inefficiency. We are respecting bearish, right? And I would want to see this continue to be sell side of the curve, right? That's what I would want to see. I would want to see this continue to be sell side of the curve and can finish this sell model towards these internal lows. So right at this point now, I'm just looking for an entry. We end up putting in this new 1-minute change after we take this internal high right here. So once we have this 1-minute change, I didn't want to enter this because the risk would have been so shit. So I just wanted to see some sort of rebalance towards anything. We end up opening this 1-minute bearish for value gap up. Again, just looking for something. Looking for us to continue to respect bearish order flow. what do we end up doing? We end up coming back into the bearish fair value gap and then getting this down close candle below. So we end up closing below this down close candle. This was my entry right here. Again, just a little rebalance into the 1 minute bearish fair value gap. I would want to see this continue to displace. I enter on the candle close and I just target a 1-to-1 RR. I enter a 1-to-1 RR, and my break even point was literally just going to be at this low. When this low gets taken, I'm break even. On the very next candle, we end up taking this low. I end up going break even right there, and my take profit gets absolutely fucking smashed. So that was the trade that I ended up taking today. Really quick scalp. I don't really take these type of trades too often. However, it was just super obvious that we were really bearish, and we continue to respect the bearish order flow. No signs of bullish order flow whatsoever in any way. So this was the trade that I ended up taking today, ending off the week with a dub, up pretty big on the week. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up here, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this trade recap. I hope you guys caught a fucking dub today as well and are up on the week. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will catch you in the next one.